It's cold outside, and for me that means snow. I'm painting in the snow. I painted this picture in the snow with these pencils. I'll tell you which ones I like the best, and I'll give you some tips about painting snow in the snow outside and inside after it got too cold. It was probably too ambitious to think I could walk up to this stream, pull out my art kit, and paint this beautiful scene. That sun is setting quickly though, and it's cold. So this first part, it's going to have to be quick. To speed things up, I started blocking in the shapes with some watercolor markers. I'll get to painting the snow with white pencils a little later. I just need to get this overall scene composed. I used a brush with water to blend things, to get the overall values of darks and lights in the right places. Those gloves helped, so I'm not sure why I had them off here, but I decided I only had time to do a rough sketch before the sun set behind that mountain. So yeah, I was a bit ambitious, but I did have some fun trying to capture the moment, and it got me started on a new painting. I mentally planned my next visit on the ride home. When I got home, the fire was nice. Tip number 1 would be to not worry about finishing a painting in one session. When I started to look at the photos I had, I was inspired to get back at painting. I'll do some of this at home. But first, let's talk about a good way to get white snow on top of green trees. Let me show you what I've learned. Not all colored pencils are created equally. Some are whiter than others. This is your standard Prismacolor pencil, which a lot of people know about. It does a decent job of putting white on a paper, but I tend to like even more bright this Holbein Soft White Pencil. You can see how much more opaque that is. This is good for maybe some backgrounds, some light white, and if I push harder, it gets a little darker. As you can see, this guy, the harder I push, the more opaque it is. Other pencils I've tried are the Derwent Color Soft. The regular Holbein white is not as bright as the soft white. Derwent Light Fast, Derwent Drawing. Back to this soft white. Just love this. In the end, I ended up using this soft white pencil the most. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. Let's get back to the painting. I did use my Prismacolors to darken those trees, to strengthen the composition and add a bit more color. I also drew some tree branches and twigs. But ultimately, I was itching to get back and look at the scene in person, because I couldn't quite get the trees how I remembered them. So after a few days, I drove back up. This time I dressed a bit warmer too. I've always wanted to do that video trick. Anyway, it was a beautiful day to be out. With all the talk of snow, to get brights you need darks, and I used this indigo to carve out some more of the tree shape. I can also see how colorful this stream is. The water and the snow, they reflect the colors around them. But on a sunny day, that snow is really bright. So I'm glad I have my soft white pencil. I then work a little bit more to define the edges and the rocks of this stream. I'm feeling pretty good about how this is turning out. After getting home though, I touch it up a little bit more before calling it done. If you like this sort of video, check out my other videos on painting with pencil and let me know what you like in the comments. Thanks.